Hey guys, thanks for joining me tonight. So happy that you are here. I am cleaning some radishes because tonight we are going to make grilled radishes and then we're going to turn that into an Italian potato salad. So I've told you before how I like to use radishes in place of potatoes. They really work well. If you're saying to yourself, but I don't like radishes because, they're nasty. Look, I don't like raw radishes. George does. He loves them, but I'm not a fan. But when you cook them, they are transformed into something completely different, very potato-esque. And that's more, I think, of a texture that they have. It's kind of crazy. I would never have thought. A friend of mine, Jesse, that I worked with, is the one that told me about trying to cook radishes. And it blew my mind. So this is one that I actually fell into by accident. I did some grilled vegetables a couple of weeks ago, kind of similar to the grilled vegetable salad. I'll post a link to that video up here because that's one of my favorites. Something I love to do in the summer is grill vegetables. And I had some radishes left in the refrigerator and I thought, you know what, just for giggles, I'm going to throw those on the grill as well. Well, to my surprise, wow and wow. My mind was just completely like, psh. So I was like, I have to share this with you guys. So for all my young whippersnappers out there, I am going to do some grilled radishes. So my big ones that I have that are like this, I've just been cutting off the hairy ends. Ooh, that one's got a little extra hairy on there. I wash them. They're drying over here on a towel. Cut both of the ends off. And then the big ones I'm going to cut into fours. So we're just going to cut them in half. And then we're going to cut them in half again. Just like so. And then my smaller ones, we're just going to cut those in half again. And again, this is just so that they're even in size, so they'll all cook at the same time. So once we do that, we're going to throw them in a bowl, and I'm going to season them up with some salt, pepper, and garlic powder. Very simple seasonings is what we're going to use. I'm also going to use a little bit of bacon fat in the oil just to put them on the grill. And then when we finish them, we're going to do that with some olive oil, some Parmesan cheese, and some fresh basil out of my garden. So I just picked that this morning, so I'm super excited. All right, guys, I'm going to finish doing this, and then I'll show you the next step, okay? All right, guys, so I have my cut up radishes in my bowl. And I absolutely love this bowl. Kenda gave this to me. Kenda, thank you so much. It has this really awesome handle on it. So it makes it really easy to pour things out of it. So I have already added about 1.5 tablespoons of melted bacon fat. I would have shown you that, except for my dog had a fit, and so we had to redo. So apologize. Apologize, Sophie. Okay, she says she's sorry. All right, so we have added that. Now you can use whatever fat you have. If you have coconut oil, or maybe you want to use olive oil, or anything that you have, that's fine. I just really like to use the bacon fat because when we make bacon, we save it. Why not? It's free. Okay, so to that, we're going to add a little bit of salt. And then we can always season this a little bit more later if we need to. We're just going to kind of go in with a little bit, and that's a little bit of garlic powder. We're keeping it very simple because all of our flavor is going to come from the basil and the fresh garlic and the Parmesan cheese and olive oil. Again, we're looking for Italian. So we're going to go in with our pepper grinder, just a few cracks of black pepper. Give that a good stir so everybody's coated. All right, look at that. All right, guys, so what we're going to cook this on, I'm going to do this on the grill, and I have this really awesome grill pan that I just picked up at Walmart a few years ago, and what I'm going to do is put this on the grill. We're going to preheat it to about a medium heat. I don't want it super hot. Then we'll put the radishes on, and we'll just cook them until they're fork and tender. So let's go to the grill. All right, guys, so we're at the grill. We're at about 400 on that. I turned it down a little bit more. So I have my grill pan. It's been preheating on here. So we are just going to go in with our radishes. And I'm just going to make them into an even layer. Oh, they already smell delicious. Oh, I had one trying to escape. Tongs, sir. I need tongs. Please, to my helper to my right. Yes. All right, gang. Oop. Yeah, he flew right off of there. Did you see that? Okay, so we're going to close the lid. I will let you know how long it takes. We're going to start at about 5 minutes, I think, and then we'll check them from there. All right, wish me luck. All right, guys, so it's been about 5-6 minutes, and I'm just kind of flipping the radishes around. And I don't know about you. I'm sure your grill is the same way. You have your hotter parts and your not so hot parts. So I've been putting the larger pieces here in the back where the grill gets the hottest. So we're just kind of, like I said, moving them around so they get some nice color on them. I'm going to actually go inside and start cutting up our basil, and I want to show you how I do that. So we'll come back to this in another couple of minutes and see how they're doing. All right, guys, so while our radishes are on the grill, I wanted to show you how I chiffonade my basil. So I went ahead and cut up a couple of cloves of garlic, and then what I did was I took the leaves off of the stem and I put the bigger leaves together so they're all kind of stacked up on top of each other. And now we're going to give them a little bit of a roll. And then we're going to go with our sharp knife and we're just going to give them a little chop. And this is called a chiffonade. Yeah, see, I learned a new term today. All right, so there is that. I'm just going to go ahead and cut up the rest of this basil, and then we're going to go check on those radishes, see how they're doing. And when I come back, hopefully everything will come back together. All right, see you in a minute. All right, guys, we're at about 15 minutes, and God, why do they keep trying to get away from me? Did you see that? So I'm able to stick my fork in them. They are what I consider fork tender. So I'm turning the grill off. I'm going to go ahead and get these into my bowl, and then we're going to go inside where we're going to do the dressing. Stay tuned. All right, gang, are you ready for this? So our radishes are done. I just threw them back into the bowl. I have chiffonaded our basil. We have our garlic cut up. I have my Parmesan cheese over here and a little bit of olive oil. So we're going to go ahead and just put a little bit. Doesn't need a lot because we did cook it in the bacon fat. Give that a little bit of a toss. And then I'm going to go in with my Parmesan cheese, and I'm going to probably put just maybe a tablespoon or two of that in there. Okay, so the radishes are still warm, so that's going to melt a little bit on there. I was really inspired to do this because of pesto. I have all this beautiful basil growing, so I really want to do some pesto, which I'm going to show you how I make it. And that's kind of where we're going at. So I'm going to throw those leaves of basil in there, and then I'm going to also put the garlic. So this is raw garlic, and if you don't like a lot of garlic, or if you don't like any garlic, you don't have to use it, or you could cook it in a little bit of olive oil on a low heat just for a few minutes, and that will take some of the bite out of it. We actually love garlic, so I don't mind that it's raw in there. And guys, doesn't that look beautiful? Oh my gosh, I can't wait to try this. All right, we're gonna put this in a pretty little bowl. I'm gonna try it for you and I'll let you know how it came out, okay? All right. All right, guys, are you ready for this? I don't think you're ready for this. This is going to become a classic on your low carb table. Let me tell you, this is freaking delicious. I've already tried it because I had to. I'm going to try it again for you though, because you know I can sacrifice like that. So yeah. Oh, look at that. Isn't it gorgeous? Don't you just want to dive right in? Guys, I can't tell you. I'm super excited. I'm dancing. Seriously, I'm dancing. Please, you need to try this. You need to let me know in the comments below. Tell me if your life is not transformed by the fact that you grilled radishes. Now, I plan on doing this a lot this summer, and I'm going to try different flavors with it. Maybe do like a Mexican spin, or maybe even like some Italian dressing, like some homemade Italian dressing. But this fresh basil and Parmesan cheese and the garlic and just that little bit of olive oil, you get that smokiness from the bacon fat and then the grill. I'm in love. I'm going to stop filming because I need to go eat. So we have our grilled chicken. It's ready to go. We're going to plate this up and we're going to town. Guys, thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching. I hope you'll share it with your friends. So hit that subscribe button below if you haven't already. I really appreciate you. Please be kind to each other. Love each other. It's a rough world out there and we just need kindness of everybody. Everybody needs to be a little bit kind. I don't know. That's what I do. So all my young whippersnappers out there that I work with, thank you for your encouragement. I love you guys. I'll see you soon.